Hi students, I know there has been a long gap, but here I am there with the explanation, the continued explanation of chapter 1, class 9, subject civics. We had discussed the case studies of Chile and Poland. Now if we compare the two, we find, let's see how can we compare, on what parts we can compare. So, as we have seen the case study of two countries, Poland and Chile, the first case study being Chile, the military coup happened in 1973. And then from democracy, Chile underwent the military rule. And then in 88, when the referendum happened, the people chose to be back with democracy. And so Chile again became a democratic country in 1988. The main names there are, of course, Allende, who lost his life in 1973, who was a democratic president. He believed in having government control over economy and all major productions. General Pinochet, of course, the military head, and he wanted total control on everything under him. There was no consideration for the masses. And again in later in 2006, when Michelle Bachelet became the president, she chose the way of in between, neither total control nor total autocracy. Now coming to Poland, of course, you know that in Poland there was a government ruling Communist Party, and they had lot of rules, and they claimed to be chosen by people and ruling with democracy. But you have to remember that they did not have any freedom of expression. The people did not have any freedom of expression. They could not form independent trade union. The trade union had to be approved by the Communist Party. Then the strike happened, and Lech Walesa, who had been earlier thrown out of the industry, he rose as a leader, and his Solidarity Party took over, and General Jaruzelski, who even established martial law, he could not do it for long, and Lech Walesa came back with lot of power in his hand, with all the facilities that they had been demanding. So if we see the two case studies, then we see that something, though they are very different, but still there are two common things, that people had no real freedom of expression till later they succeeded in their movement, and people could not change their ruler. If it would have been possible, then I'm sure General Pinochet would have been thrown out of power quite early, and General Jaruzelski wouldn't have been there anywhere, and people would have chosen for Lech Walesa. So this also is a case study in democracy. It is not just case study of these two countries. These are also the case study of democracy. So after understanding the two case studies, let's deduce or make a conclusion that if they were not true democracy, then what is true democracy? सही या असली प्रजातंत्र क्या है? So democracy is a form of government that allows people to choose their ruler. Basically, the definition is that it's a form of governance that allows people to choose their ruler. So any kind of government where masses have the power to choose their rulers, directly or indirectly, that government would be a democratic government. Next feature is that only the leaders chosen by citizens of country can rule. So who will form the government? The representatives chosen by citizens. And who will be in the opposition? Also the representatives chosen by citizen. The one in majority will be forming the government. The second Third, fourth, because we have multi-party system, the rest of the people chosen to the parliament will be sitting in the opposition. Third point that can be deduced is people have the freedom to express their views and opinion. Imagine, like, we Indians have got this right from the beginning. So if you are to imagine that, okay, you can't express your views, you can't express your opinion, suddenly your freedom is withdrawn, or you are not allowed to organize anything, or you are not allowed to protest against the wrong, can you imagine such kind of life? We Indians cannot, because we have seen it right through the day we were born. Of course, there is a time period exception that you have not studied about, but otherwise, we Indians have been very lucky, and any country, any citizen who have the freedom to organize and to protest and to express views, opinion, point of view, they are the residents of a true democracy. So now we will meet in the next video.